Hi guys, I'm back with another video. This week I'll be doing my follow-up for my Dermadry Total Machine. In my previous video, I showed you guys a demonstration of how to use it. I unboxed it for you guys and I explained to you guys what this machine is. But this week I'm going to be telling you guys my experience because it's been about a month now and I've had amazing results with this machine. So for some background, I have hyperhidrosis in my underarms and hands, so that's what I use this machine for. This machine treats excessive sweating in your hands, feet, and underarms. I only use it for two places, my hands and underarms, but it's amazing that it offers all three places. I've had hyperhidrosis for basically my whole life, and I never thought I would have something that could treat it. Deodorant doesn't work for me, nothing works for me. I've tried really strong antiperspirants, even doctor prescribed ones. Nothing worked, but this machine worked for me. I've only been using it for a month, like I said. My hyperhidrosis isn't fully cured. This is not a machine that fully cures it. It's a machine that maintains it. And it's only been a month, so I know I'm gonna see even better changes because I've already seen major changes. But I have seen my sweating significantly reduced by a lot. I've used it maybe just a few days past a month. I started off using it 5 times a week for about 2.5 weeks-ish. And then I moved down to about 3 times a week once I started seeing change. And it's also just easier for me to do about 3 times a week. Even though it's only 15 minutes, it's super fast. It's just harder for me to build habits. So just find whatever works for you and your schedule. Personally, this is what worked for me. 5 times a week for the first 2.5 weeks and 3 times a week for however, like me now going forward, I do about 3 times a week. I used to sweat a lot in my hands and underarms, especially when I was nervous or when I wasn't nervous. Even if I was in calm settings, I would still sweat a lot for no reason. And I still sweat now for sure, but it's a lot less. And it's like when I'm nervous, I don't go into nervous sweat breakouts to the extent like I used to, which is a huge thing for me because this never happened to me before. One thing that did happen to me, and everyone's different, but I saw this actually happen to some other people who I saw reviews of. Initially, you might start sweating a bit more, which is part of the process, and I was aware of that. Again, everyone's different, so you might not, but personally for me, I did start sweating a little bit more, but you just have to stick with it and keep on doing it because eventually you're going to see your sweat reduce a lot. I'd say probably after the first week, I started seeing myself sweat a lot more, and then once I hit about 3 weeks, I saw that start to calm down and me actually seeing a noticeable difference as far as my sweating. For my hands, I don't see little beads of sweat anymore, and for my underarms, it's just significantly a lot less sweaty, which is really great. As far as pain, for me, it's super painless, which is amazing. Everyone's different, obviously, but for me personally, I don't feel a thing. It's super painless for me. If I ever do feel a thing, it's just like a tiny, tiny, tiny sensation, but it doesn't even hurt. It's just like me knowing it's there, but that's not really. That's like sometimes. I'm on voltage 6. I started off really low because I was scared, and I've been increasing it gradually as my treatments have gone by. But I'm at 6 right now. The highest is 8, and I still barely feel anything, which is amazing. It's super easy. It's only 15 minutes. So I just sit there and I just watch my shows. And it's super easy to set up, as you guys saw in my last video. But I'm definitely going to keep on using this machine. I'm super excited to see how this goes from here. I've only been using it for a month and it's already been super great. So I'm sure it's going to be even better as I continue to use it. But if you have hyperhidrosis, I really do recommend this machine. I'm going to leave down all their information in the description, and I'll see you guys next week.